March Community Day is going to be featuring a starter Pokemon, and on top of this being a starter Pokemon, many players will consider it to be one of the most popular Pokemon within the Pokemon franchise. And then on top of that, we're going to be getting ourselves some really good event bonuses that you do not want to miss out on, so make sure you pay attention to this video because I'm going to be going over all of the details for this upcoming Community Day. Hey, how's it going everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon GO video. I hope your day is going really well and let's get right into it. So, March Community Day is going to be featuring the Pokemon Fuecoco. If we follow the pattern of what Niantic has been doing when it comes to having a starter Pokemon Community Day followed up with a non-starter Community Day, then naturally the next one would have been a starter Pokemon. And yeah, that is actually true. We're going to be getting Fuecoco, and I would make the argument that this is probably the most popular starter out of the Scarlet and Violet games. I think that's debatable though, because I'm more of a Sprigatito guy, but that's just me. But Fuecoco is going to be getting a Community Day, and just like with Sprigatito, it's going to have its shiny debut through this event. And that means for any Skeledirge that you have within your collection, you will be able to get 2 new additional moves for that Pokemon with Elite Charge TMs. And I think that's pretty exciting because anytime they have a Community Day where they have an additional move that you can get, typically it's not going to be exclusive to that Community Day, and it's going to be one you could get with just regular Charge TMs or Fast TMs. And that's actually the case here, because on top of Skeledirge getting Blast Burn, which is very typical for any starter Pokemon Community Day, it's also going to be getting an additional move which might have some potential within PvP. But yeah, with all that said, let's go over the details for this Community Day, and at the end of it, let me share some of my thoughts regarding this event. March Community Day is going to be happening on Saturday, March 8th at 2 o'clock p.m. until 5 o'clock p.m. local time, and it's going to be featuring the Pokemon Fuecoco, which is a starter Pokemon from the Scarlet and Violet games. Now, when you evolve into Skeledirge during this event, you're actually going to get 2 additional moves. There is Blast Burn, which is going to be the Community Day exclusive move, and that's typical for any Fire-type starter, but there's also going to be a new move added to Skeledirge's move pool, and it's Torch Song, and this is looking to be a pretty decent move when it comes to PvP. There's also going to be a special research during this event, which is going to allow you to get Fuecoco with a special background, so be on the lookout for that. Now, during this event, we're going to get the following event bonuses. We're going to get a double catch candy bonus during this event, but we're also going to be getting a triple catch Stardust bonus, which is actually pretty massive. And then you're going to get double the chance at getting Candy XL for every Pokemon you catch. And then lure modules and incense are going to last for 3 hours. You'll get additional spawns for taking snapshots during this event, and you're going to be able to do 1 additional special trade during this event. And then every trade is going to cost 50% less Stardust. There's also going to be Field Research Task rewards, which is going to award you with Fuecoco encounters, and there's going to be Stardust and Great Ball rewards as well. And then there's going to be a special background timed research which you can get, which is going to award you with Fuecoco with special backgrounds. Alright, so what more can be said? Fuecoco is getting a Community Day, and I'm really hyped up for this one because this is a starter Pokemon that is a bit of a favorite of mine. I do like this Pokemon. I think it's incredibly cute and really iconic, but yeah, even though I prefer Sprigatito and I'm really glad I was able to pick up the Shundo for that one, I would really like to get the Shundo for this one. So hopefully I'll have some really good 100% IV callouts within my local communities, and considering that the weather is going to be a little bit warmer, I do predict that there's going to be a lot more players than we've had for previous Community Days so far this year. And yeah, on top of that, this Pokemon is going to be pretty strong. It's not necessarily going to be top tier as a Fire-type raid attacker, considering that we are about to get the fusion forms for Reshiram, or I should say Kyurem, and that means there's going to be a whole bunch of Reshiram raids that we can do. And Reshiram is going to be a much better Fire type, unfortunately, but at the same time, I still think Skeledirge is going to be a pretty decent pick. And then on top of that, this Pokemon has always excelled when it comes to PvP, especially within Specialty Cups, and I do think that with the addition of 2 new moves, there's definitely going to be a lot of potential for this Pokemon to be somewhat top tier. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I think Blastburn is going to be a phenomenal addition, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Scorch Song actually does for this Pokemon. But yeah, even on top of all of that, this is going to be a really good Stardust grind. I mean, for 3 hours, if there's ever a Stardust bonus for a community day, I tend to walk out with a ton of Stardust because, yeah, you're going to be catching a whole bunch of these Pokemon just naturally if you're playing the game hardcore on that day, and that means you're going to end up with a lot of Stardust. And to be honest with you, I'm a little bit strung up on Stardust right now. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this, and I do think it's going to be a really solid community day. But in any case, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts regarding Fuecoco Community Day down below in the comments. Are you looking forward to this Community Day event as well, or are you planning to skip it? Definitely share your reasons why and why not down below, and let's have a great discussion. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and found it to be informative. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if it's your first time here, and don't forget that little bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. Real quick, let me give a shout out to all of my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support the Content channel, the absolute best way you could do that is always going to be by joining my Patreon. If you decide to become a paid Patreon member, then I will give you a permanent spot on my in-game Pokemon Go friends list. So that means for stuff like remote raids and the friendship system, if you want to play Pokemon Go with me, then make sure you go and check out my Patreon. And if you want to support my channel in a completely different way, you're always welcome to do so by following me on social media. My handle is at Jinsula. I'm on the platforms that you see on the bottom of your screen. Make sure you go over there and give me a follow. With all that said, that's going to be it for this video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you in the next one.